Welcome to the Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Hey everybody, I am checking in. Had some interesting conversations today. Of course, we're all still recovering from this entire situation with rapper and entrepreneur Nipsey Hussle and his death in the past couple of days. So I think I recorded this 3 times. I think this is my 4th time recording this because I guess the first few times was kind of venting, and I said, that's not really the type of energy that I want to put out there. And so I decided that, I wasn't going to post about it at all, as far as do a podcast about it. But I just had a phenomenal conversation with somebody really close to me. And I said, all right, I'm going to do a recording. So that person knows who they are if they're listening to this. But I think I'm going to switch it up on what I originally was going to say to this based on that conversation I had. And I'm just going to say this. We, unfortunately, as the Black community, Latino community, we're going to keep going through things like this. And I'm not saying that as an omen. I'm saying that as that's just a truth. Because no matter where you go and what you do in life, there's going to be opposition, whatever it is. No matter what you do positive, there's always going to be somebody who sees it as negative. No matter what type of award you win, there's always going to be people that think that you could have done one step better. Whatever it is, there's always going to be something. So I'm going to keep this on the positive vein. And this was part of the conversation that I had, was we cannot let this man's legacy die with him. We cannot let, when they put him in the ground, because it's going to be in the next few days, that they're going to bury him. And we can't let his legacy go into the ground with him. We got to keep it going. Especially in the fact that he was big on entrepreneurship and, giving back to his community and all of that. We got to keep that legacy going. He gave back to his community. He literally came back and bought the block. You know what I'm saying? Not only opened up the store, but came back and purchased major pieces of real estate and employed dozens of people in his own community. We can't just let that go. We can't just let that just go out the door. We just can't. Anyone that has ever been through this, anyone that has been, that we've lost, we can't let their legacy just die with them. So for his family, his lady, Lauren London, I know you guys should know if you don't know. He has dated Lauren London for several years now, probably maybe 6 years or so. They've been together for a while. And have a child together as well. So, we got to do better. We got to do better in our communities. And I know there's only going to be rival this and rival that, and this person may be jealous of this person or that, whatever. We got to put that stuff to the side because we are doing the job of the people who can't stand us, call it white supremacy, whatever you want to call it. I don't even care about all that stuff. Like, that to me, like, I can't put my energy into that. I have to put my energy into building stuff up. If I can do that in my own way, anyone who knows or has worked with me knows that, I work with entrepreneurs and I give them like real tools. You don't leave from an event that I do and it's like, oh, we're all hyped up now. And then when that feeling dies down, nah, I like really give you tools that you can use to build your business. And this is what this brother was doing. However he grew up, in LA, whatever the case may be, he came back and said, this is what we need to do. Here is the secret sauce. Here is the formula for us to really have our own. And as the conversation I had earlier, he truly was a beacon. He truly was a light. And sometimes when you are one of few, it's very hard for people to gather around that and support that, and it's like people think that, oh, you left, you abandoned us, you left, you sold out, or whatever the case may be. And this is exactly the conversation that I had tonight. And that is, when that was said to me, I was like, wow. I was like, this conversation is an entire word. And I had to thank the individual because they spoke so profoundly on the subject. I don't know. I'm angry, but at the same time, I'm fired up at the same, I don't know. I'm in two minds. I'm angry and I'm fired up. I'm angry because I hate to see my people get cut down like this. I just can't stand hearing about these sort of things and seeing these things. It's just very frustrating. And then on the other hand, it fires me up to really continue the work that I do. And that's to give people and push people to their purpose. And I just hope that our Black and Latino communities, especially Black community, because that's what I know, that's me, that's who I am. I hope that we don't take this and it's just, his name is another hashtag, you know what I mean? Like, and even for the folks that have been cut down prematurely, even within, at the hands of law enforcement, take whatever the positive, when I look at a Philando Castile type of situation who was just beloved by everyone, him working in the schools and the students that spoke so highly of him and his coworkers. And I think of people like that and I'm like, we can't let that legacy that they brought to the table go in the ground with them. Like, we can't. So I don't know, the specifics and the details of, Nipsey Hussle's business or who's going to be running it now or whatever the case may be. But I would encourage the people in LA, in that neighborhood, whatever it is, Crenshaw, Slauson area, whatever it is, because I'm definitely feeling for y'all. I really am. But keep the positive going. We got to keep it going because this definitely hit me like, wow, like just to see what this guy is doing and just to, just be taken out, in such a senseless way. It's very hurtful, it's very hurtful. And there's nothing that God can't turn around for good. Like, there's nothing. This is not about retaliation. This is not about any of that. Sometimes you have to take a situation and turn it into a positive. And I'm hoping that that's what happens with this, you know? And I don't know, I was just off the top of my head, like I said, I have recorded this several times, but it was more venting, but I really wanted to keep the positive note because that's what I'm known for. So I don't really want to put more negativity into the atmosphere. So I'm choosing to do it this way. Sometimes it's best to walk away from things for a little while and then come back to it. That also has been told to me many times because I'm not the type of person to just, I'm kind of relentless. I like to get stuff done like now, you know, but this was something I had to sit on it for a day or so. And we can't let not that we can't, we won't let his legacy die. If this inspires you to do better in your own neighborhood, if it inspires you to donate to whatever cause they have going on, you know, then do that. You know, do the thing that's going to be positive, because that's what that whole neighborhood, that whole area right now is going to need that healing. They going to need our support and our prayers, because this is where things could really start to go left, you know. So we don't want to sweep it under the rug like we didn't, you know, lose somebody important in the community, but we definitely want to keep the positive going. So if we can do that as a community, even in your own community, I don't care if you're in New York City, I don't care if you're in Chicago, I don't care if you're in Atlanta, I don't care if you're in Miami, whatever, make a positive impact in your community. I don't care what people are doing or what situations happen. Don't let that deter you from staying on the positive road. Talk to me on social media at Onyx Queen Media on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter. Talk to you later, guys.